So a few weeks have now passed, the dev documentary has been with us, and we kind of know what we're getting. So I want to spend a little bit of time today looking again at the dev documentary and seeing if there was any hidden gems within it. Now of course we got the introduction of the casino, but we're soon going to get a little bit of an upgrade towards the casino and a couple of little changes. In particular, we're going to have essentially a high stakes slot machine. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys that are in the casino often are pretty sick of getting the oranges and the 80 credit payout. So taking a look at the high stakes jackpot that we've kind of got here of 1 million credits and much more favourable smaller payouts, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4, 6, 8, so on and so forth, up towards 100,000 with a good looking jackpot up at 1 million credits, or casino coins, sorry. But looking once again down towards the bet here, we can see the bet placed is 450. The same as what we're doing on the normal slot machine. And of course the payouts here are much more favourable for all of us that are spending the time playing this one. As we can see, 20,000, 100,000, even up towards that 1 million jackpot. The Golden Dragon slot machine looks like it's going to get quite juicy. But then of course comes the excitement for poker. We're going to have 3 separate rooms. We're going to have the Emerald room, the Sapphire room and the Ruby room, all with different buy-ins. 1,000 casino coins, 100,000 up to 500,000. We're going to have some high stakes games on the go here, and I for one, I'm exceedingly looking forward to this. The aspect of streaming the casino, streaming some poker nights here on YouTube, I think it's going to be pretty exciting. I'm very much looking forward to it. Up to 8 people on these tables, I think we're going to start to have a lot of fun within the casino with some much needed features. And then of course I've had to create this whole new camera overlay. You can see it around me right now, and that's all so I can cover off the cards on the stream so you guys can't stream hack me and wipe away all of the money that I've got in the casino. But the excitement that we're going to have, in my opinion, in this casino is just unjust. I think it's going to be a huge revelation. It's essentially giving back what we want to see in the game. The TDU DNA, the excitement, the lifestyle choices as such. But additionally to this, we can then talk about the potential of new cars coming to the game. We got new cars in Season 4, but as we can see the little sneak peek behind them on the screen, is more new cars coming to the game. And as Alex delightfully shows us right here, is a little sneak of this screen. Now I don't know about you guys, but I'm not up to scratch with my French, so what I've done is turn to our old friend ChatGPT to have a look at this text on the screen, and as we can see, we've got that translation. Manual activation, normally no. Automatic activation, yes. Around 65 to 70 kilometers an hour, it's not active. Over 70 kilometers an hour, it is active. Redaction of the aero, but it's still present during braking. Essentially, we can see how this active aero is going to work on the car that this one's been coded for, essentially. And it looks like it's all going to be around the Pagani Huayra. Link 1 is Huayra gameplay, Link 2 is aero braking, Link 3 operation of aero flaps, Link 4 Huayra gameplay number 2. And as we can obviously see on the screen, we've got Pagani. We kind of know already by now we're going to be getting Pagani in this game. Another brand coming. I'm excited to see this one. Granted, not all of that text took a genius to understand what it was, but I thought I'd maybe break that one down for you guys too. Then, one of the more exciting announcements we got was all around year 2, an introduction of taxis, the taxi missions themselves. Season 5 is going to give that introduction for the taxi missions, and it's one that I am looking forward to, maybe more than many. So we can see that we're going to kick these missions off here in the Mini Cooper John Cooper Works, and I kind of want to walk through a few things here that I've maybe picked up on that maybe people have missed out, and equally you guys let me know if I'm missing out on anything here. First of all, Need Loca. This is obviously just a placeholder. It's going to be somebody's name next to a guy with a very questionable moustache, but we can see that there's commands coming from Need Loca. The command here is to open the windows. Another command here for gain. There's going to be negative commands as well. But everything that's kind of depicted onto the screen here is going to give into that atmosphere that we're then working within the game, and I like that. It creates more of a depth within Test Drive. Again, more lifestyle choices. We can also see that Loca, we'll just call him Loca here for now. We've got the active speech, so we expect this guy to talk to us. We've got the taxi delivery rating as it is, and I suspect what we've got right here is the amount of time we've been on this taxi mission and the optimal time, the goal time, the target time to complete this taxi mission. We've been in it for 14 minutes, 0.051, and we've got 40 minutes and 3 seconds to complete it. Then we move over to the right of the screen. Well, our clock units have changed ever so slightly. We can now see the ABS and traction control is going to be brought up into the center point, And it looks to be some cruise control right down here where we've got some variable speed limits. These are of course going to be the limits that we have to adhere to in these taxi missions. All good things. Let's just say we're on a freeway. We've got that speed limit of 110 kilometers per hour. We want to stick that cruise control on. We can even see there the demand to be back under that speed. Slowing down will of course increase our star rating. And right there, hitting 103 kilometers per hour on an 80 kilometers per hour speed limit, the guy, local here, is shouting at us, telling us to slow down, and we can start to see that negatively impact our delivery status or our star status of this taxi mission. All things here are good in my opinion, and I cannot wait to jump behind the wheel of whatever car it is of choice in these taxi missions. So adding on to that, well, it's not just that. We're going to have to change our attire, change the radio stations, open and close the windows, adhere to speeds, maybe even drive crazy in some of them. I'm genuinely looking forward to this coming in Season 5, and I hope you guys are too. Next off, it's going to be an interesting one, and many we've all been anticipating. And it all surrounds the graphics of the game, the visual presentation of Test Drive, and the massive improvements that again we're going to see here in just Season 5. Optimal for many, hopefully we see this delivered. Like we can see from many of the screenshots that they've shared with us, the improvements that we can see with the Mustang, the raindrops, the spray coming off the back of the car, and even of course some of the reflections. There's going to be massive gameplay advancements or features, no, graphical enhancements with the game. We can see the Mustang, it looks kind of flat in terms of paintwork and reflection. The ground doesn't look overly characteristic, and the shrubbery looks quite flat, faded. But then we come forward to this reimagined or this reinvigorated image. A little bit more texture towards the ground, a lot more shine off of the car, the paintwork, the glass, and the surroundings look so much better. Even more so, we can capture that one. This one right here, just switching through for us. There's more, how would I put this politely or kindly? There's more effort being put into these surroundings, and these do have a massive factor within the games. Subconsciously, we don't see it in many games, but having properly worked scenery, shrubbery, I don't know how to pronounce how to articulate this one properly, but having concentration on our surroundings makes the game more immersive. Then we can look at the shine off of that Mustang, the reflection off of the paintwork, off of the glass, the difference in the texture of the dirt surface here. We can actually see old tire prints. It just has more character, and it feels like we're back towards where TDU should be. Then of course we would be remiss if we did not talk about the water in the game. It was an issue for quite a long time, and again it may be subconscious. Many people wouldn't actually look at the water, but the improvements that we're going to see with the water shaders going forward, it's pretty big. As we can see, the reflection on the water right here, again, what an improvement that is. Just the quick flip between the two pictures right there. The water actually looks like water. It looks like something you would expect to see off the coast of Ibiza, even up here into the distance. Yes, it just looks 10 times better in my opinion. These minor changes are going to be massive in gameplay when you're driving about. Granted, a lot of it is subconscious. You don't technically notice it, but it creates that atmosphere within the game. Big changes that I'm looking forward to seeing, and yeah, I run out of superlatives. Any improvement we're going to see in the game, I'm going to be happy with. And of course, it did come down to the shadow work as well. We can see the shadows, they aren't great in the game, let's be honest, but with this improved game engine that we're going to experience in Season 5, the difference that we're going to see with these shadows, the way they move, the way they drop underneath the car, more changes, more improvements, good things in my opinion. Then we maybe come on to the biggest one of all, one thing that most people are looking forward to, and it's houses. And I'm going to start off with something really small here, but we've got an opening garage door. This is huge. We can see the car parked inside the garage of the house here. Now, first of all, the house looks fantastic. The scenery, the location looks great. But the garage door opens. I want to be able to drive into the garage door, drive up to it, command it to open, drive in, close it, out the car, walk into my house. These are things I would like to see. But when we look at the game as it is just now, we don't have that interaction with objects other than the vehicle itself. Go to the Sharps HQ, you can drive around the back of it. There's a garage door that you could have opened and driven into to enter into the Sharps HQ, but it was never imagined for the game. It was never integrated. But this appears that the houses in Season 8 are going to have these interactive garage doors. Now, the house itself looks great. We already know we're going to be getting to customize this with what looks to be a bed. It's obviously like a couch thing out here on the veranda. I want to be able to customize a house. I want to be able to use the new grouping and start to tour around the map, visiting friends' houses, look at how they've built the house, the changes, whatever it is. I think these are engaging things that we can do going forward. And as we can see Alex running around some of the houses here, behind a bit of a blurred screen, we can see that they all have their own unique characteristics. Yes, early development. But I want to be able to tailor all of these, the living rooms, the bathrooms, the hallways, the entrances, the gardens, swimming pools, garden furniture. Yes, it's a driving game, but it's also about lifestyle, and being able to do all of this, go and visit one another's houses. Good things are coming. And then there's the possibility, or the probability rather, of vehicle storage. As he comes underneath this house right here, we can see in the basement there's a huge garage here. What are we looking at? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's a couple of cars off to the side, maybe a 15 car under the house storage here. We want to be able to see all of our cars in one place. This is something I desperately hope we do get to see. Yeah, there we go. We can see a couple of cars hidden to the side there. That looks to be, what, a TT or an Audi R8 maybe? Under house storage of all your vehicles. I think it'd be amazing to walk down your stairs and see all of your cars in one place. Then there was probably one of the more obvious hidden gems, right above Alex right here. A Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Maybe it was just there and it was coincidental. But a lot of people are already raving that, yeah, we've got a lot of Porsches in the game. I want to see the 911 GT3 RS. Many other people want to see the 911 GT3 RS, adding to a fantastic arsenal of cars we've got already. Let me know, is it just too obvious that 911 GT3 RS sat up there in the background? Or are we likely going to see it? Additionally, at several points throughout the dev documentary, we can see right here, well, there's a motorbike. And if you guys know me by now, I want to see motorbikes in this game. This company's got a good reputation with motorbikes. The Isle of Man TT games, I play them myself. I love the games. They've got the dynamic there of the handling model of motorbikes. So to get them back integrated into the game, maybe once again, it's just too obvious that motorbikes sitting there in the background. But I desperately want to see them introduced to Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. And then, of course, there was a couple of flashes up on the screen. Di Tommaso, one brand. Pagani, Mitsubishi, Mazda, to name but a few. We then got those 3 dots. Tells us that's to be continued. We are going to expect more cars in the game. The first 4 brands there, of course, being leaked. All good things. Cannot wait to see these cars coming in TDU. Whether it's the Evolution Mitsubishis, whether it's the RX-7 Mazda, or anything else. All good things come to those who wait, and I'm still very, very hopeful of more things to come in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.